Say hello to Puppy Candy. Wave hello to us, Puppy Candy. Tcha. Anyways, yeah, I know I said I'm done with Let's Plays, but you know what? I basically have this subscription thing that I bought way too much of because I didn't really want to play this game till Warlords of Draenor, and I figured, hey, might as well make a fun show, might as well use my hours or minutes or months, however long I bought this for, and make a fun little show. So this is Puppy Candy. She is your everyday valley girl, materialistic and just loves shiny things. So let's enjoy her journey to get shiny things. Whatever. Magis Strix Irona. The sooner you begin your education, Puppy Candy, the better for us all. There is little room for error, so listen closely. The burning crystals, the green floaty little thingies that to the west of Sunspire here are idle experimentations. The mana worms are their guardians, but the scourge invasion of Quel'Thalas has driven them to the errant to Darla. Ugh, can you just please, stop talking? Time to kill some mana worms. So yeah. I guess it took a good friend to talk to me and basically say, the Hellfire Revenants? That doesn't sound totally, that's not hit type of things. Puppy Candy is the type of girl that if you invite her to a guild, it better be called One Direction. I have a lock of their hair. I'm sure you do, Puppy Candy. Guess where the hair came from? I don't want to know, Puppy Candy. The chest. Well, could be worse. I want to grab his man. No, don't say it. Yeah. So Puppy Candy is just your average go-getter, adventure type, out to prove to herself that she has the biggest collection of beaver CDs out there. And she has no shame. Unabashed believer. And you know what? As much as I don't like beaver, she has integrity and I admire that. I intend to do worse when I'm in college. Furcadia? No. You've gotten the wrong race if this is a furry guild. I am on an RP server, so I'm just gonna goof off, make side videos where I RP and just mess with people. Someone whisper me, can I get you to sign my guild charter for 100 gold? That's a lot of money, but you know what? I can make that money pretty fast. Because I'm a boss. Oh, and this is Puppy Candy's trusty imp Pagpad.
Fire kill.
He's quite a character himself. He likes to burn stuff, and he likes to, cause general trouble for the establishment. So he gets along good with Puppy Candy, as they're both rebellious teenagers in their own right. Because most teenagers are like that, right? Little anarchists think they know the world. I mean, I don't know the world, but at least I don't pretend I do. I'm going to try to avoid actually reading the quest dialogue unless it's something really interesting, because I really feel that when I do a stream of consciousness, just become in a level of trance where I can just talk and say whatever I feel like. Yeah, that'll be good. Unless I feel there's a story worth following. But this is Burning Crusade. This is before story was any good. Ooh, this guy's, I want to voice him because I could totally do, handsome blood elf. Oh, look at me, I'm so beautiful. Look at me in the mirror. As while I look at myself in the mirror, so we have, twice the mirror fun. But don't look at yourself in the mirror. That would... I just pretend you're not in my reflection. Look at all these cats. Here, kitty. Here, kitty. Want some catnip? Want some catnip? Want some catnip? Die. Wow, you're quite vindictive, Puppy Candy. What did that cat ever do to you? You just want to tear into it. Cats ruin the internet. I was in the internet before there was cats. Stop killing cats, Puppy Candy. You're so merciless. It's a shame that we've lost control of many creatures here on the island. This was once a tranquil place of study and research. Now it's all good. Yeah, the old days. In olden days. Do 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 do. Let's kill this cat. Stop killing cats, Puppy Candy. You're an elf. You have a very long life. But do you know every time an elf kills a cat, it takes 9 lives off of their already long life? So it may not seem like much now, but those add up. All those cat points add up. Arcane Torrent Unleashed. Oh, I've ticked off a mana worm. Kill. Settle down, Pagpad. You'll get your moment soon.
No moment. Got kill. Kill now.
You know, murder isn't always the answer, Pagpad.
Murder. Despair. Suffering.
I guess you could argue that those are the ultimate forms of free expression. That doesn't justify them, though. It's a Tauren! I'm gonna be a smart aleck. Yeah, I'm mood. See, you just have to graduate, cat, to larger cats. Ugh. Oh no, is this puppy? Wait, he's messaging me. You don't know who I am, and that you're being recorded, and you'll never know, because this will be up on the internet before you know it, and then everyone will be laughing at you. Can you send my charter? Fine. Fine. I'll sign your charter. When am I freaking joining the UN? Why is there such a wait? Look at the size difference between us. Sheesh. Like, my whole lower body up to about my breast is his leg. Love you. Wait and I'll pass the gold. You love me, don't you? Well, you know what? If you love me, why don't you marry me? Oh, no, I won't go that far. I'm 25, man. I need to put those jokes besides me. Okay, trade cancelled. Trade cancelled? Okay. 100. 100. Hey, you know what? Assistant Professor Arugog. I guess he's a spider from Harry Potter. Not very spider-like if you ask me. But hey, it's given me a good start, and if I need an extra bunch of cash, it never hurts. Because I don't normally play on Worm Rest. But yeah, I'm pretty much so burnt out of, I'm kind of burnt out of the game. I don't feel like running Siege of Orgrimmar anymore. And the wait times are ridiculous, even for healers to get into LFR. But hey, it's actually a pretty good raid, but why am I killing trees? Well, because, Puppy Candy, you're a blood elf. You hate trees. You're not night elves where killing trees is like sacrilege. Yeah, we're materialistic sluts. Hey, language, Puppy Candy. Hey, We're Killing the Lynx by Atari. I have never known anyone who had an Atari Lynx. If any of you have had an Atari Lynx, please leave that in the comments below, because hype is always a good thing. And yeah, you know what? I want you guys to do the old, you know, shtick, like, comment, subscribe. And I hate to ask for that, but, you know, after talking with someone after I pretty much decided I was done this whole YouTube thing, he pretty much said to me that how I inspired them, and, you know, these people, like, it's good when I hear that, because I never figured I was a big guy. I mean, the YouTube scene has become so competitive, and there's so many big heady hitters with great production values and effort, and just stuff like Game Grumps, and even stuff I'm not really that into, like PewDiePie. I just feel like Let's Plays have grown so much in my absence that it's difficult for me to carve a position, and it's difficult for me to have initiative. But you know what I pretty much decided? Why am I killing these things? I guess for the splinters. I don't really need to kill these guys, do I? But you know what? I pretty much came to the conclusion that when I pretty much convinced myself that I was irrelevant. I have several thousand subscribers, and even though not many people still watch, I really admire everything people have done to just say things about me and do that, and I'm like, maybe it's me whose perspective is wrong. Maybe it's not. I've convinced myself something that isn't a reality, and that is such a plain dress. It looks like Mod Pie would wear that, and yep. Unless you're a brony, you're not gonna get it. But yeah, I'm gonna try to keep the pony talk to a minimum because not everyone wants to hear about it. But hey, at least it shows some nice shoulders. Yeah. Yeah, then again, I'm not that fond of blondes, and I'm not that fond of, Valley Girl types. I'm not a Valley Girl. I'm emo. You're emo, you say? Like, whatever. See, that's... Like what... Okay, this is something we'll have to discover together, Puppy Candy. Are you emo or are you Valley Girl? Because both emos and Valley Girls like to say whatever. It's like their mating call. If they ever got dates. Valley Girls do. They get dates, then lose it at 14. Okay, if you guys are Valley Girl, I have no problem with that. It's just, I like making fun of the worst of stereotypes. Just because you like kind of traditional girly things, tanning salons and all that, and just... It's nothing personal against you. I just like to joke. Stereotypes are funny, and stereotypes always have some basis in reality. So if I make fun of any group, it's always because that group just has one specific group in that group that makes all the... Like, this misrepresents it horribly, so free game. I get to make fun of it. Selenian's Journal. My fan might be a little loud. I think I might need to get it cleaned again, and I'm not happy about that. But that probably shouldn't happen to the summer. Anyone else's fan goes crazier more in the summer? It's just a hotter environment, I think. Like, where I live, it tends to be quite cold quite a bit. Because I live in the mysterious frozen north of Canada. Well, not the north of Canada, but it's a frozen northland. Yeah, constant ice caps, blizzards, all but 1 month a year. No, it's not that bad. But I'm not used to... I get cold a lot more than heat, and this is currently where I live. I'm not going to move across the planet just so I can get someplace a bit more temperate, because, let's be honest, it's not worth that. Complete change of your life, distancing yourself from everyone you know and love. Just because you are more comfortable in a warmer climate doesn't mean you can do that. I don't think it's so much the cold itself that bothers me. What bothers me about the cold is its effect on my mood. Like, is it just me, or is it a bit more depressing when it's always cloudy and cold? Where when it's warm, it's like, yes, feel that on my skin. Soak in that vitamin D, not vitamin C. Is the freaking sun an orange? Well, no, it's not, but that vitamin D and that sun, and just the sun itself has this very warm presence. Ooh, we have role players. Yeah, I'm probably not leveling the most efficient way, but again, stream of consciousness. I just sort of play and let my mind go where it goes. This isn't a speed run. In fact, probably by the time I get to Outland, it's going to be like 2 expansions later, and Blizzard will finally say, hey, you know what? That 60 to 70 content kind of sucks. But Warlords of Draenor looks awesome, but I'm so done with Mists of Pandaria, and it just feels like have like 6 months of this before it expires. I gotta really, why don't I enjoy my game as a little video series? Because playing it alone is getting boring. Well, technically I'm playing it more alone than ever when I'm talking to you guys, but you get what I'm trying to tell you. It's an audience, it's a group, I get to entertain, I get to improvise, it's my thing. That magic broom, it reminds me of that Disney cartoon, Der Fuhrer's face. Do 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 do. I got a cape! What kind of cape is that? It's like too many capes. It's like someone took Lightning's half scarf from Final Fantasy 13 and just gave it 2 to complete it. It doesn't work either way. Just have a full cloak. Okay, I got bracers. Anyone remember that weird cartoon Brace Face? Anyways, cat, this is gonna catch up with you, puppy candy. Karma is not forgiving. It never has been. It never will be.
The eternal sun guides us.
Give me those gloves.
We will have justice.
Hey, what is it, puppy candy? You're not gonna finish this series. I'm not gonna finish this series. You know, I find it's better to say that than to say I'm going to. But let's just be vague and say, hey, this is gonna be fun. You know, just record for an hour a night, upload an hour a night. Just do something. Keep the channel alive and keep the spirits of my people alive. And hey, you know what? Probably my World of Warcraft videos are the most popular. And I know World of Warcraft isn't at its super most everyone loves it period. But you know what? It still has millions of people who play it, so it's not exactly. I don't think it's dying because honestly, people take any kind of decline and just use that as an example. Ooh, this game is dying. This game is dying. I told you this one change I told you was going to kill the series years later when it declines. I told you I was right even though I don't play it anymore. It's like this in any fandom, really. The people who leave always wax nostalgic about, oh, I remember how glorious this was, wasn't this amazing? Oh, and yeah, it was for its time. And I mean, it still has a charm to it now, but I mean, there's way too many doomsayers and way too many people who think in just complete absolutes. Something can be sustained at a smaller audience. It doesn't necessarily mean, like, for a lot of people, it's like you're either dead or you're either dying or you're thriving. There's no, it's steady. And yeah, this game is old. Heck, it's approaching its 10th anniversary, so and I've actually been there most of the rides, so it's been quite an experience. There's things I've liked, things I haven't liked. Cataclysm, and but you know what? I sort of have a take a good with a bad thing. Some things about this game are worse, but you know what? We got a lot better. The boss encounters are far more creative. The visuals have improved a lot in the newer stuff, and this zone is very grindy. It's not as bad. The Burning Crusade leveling zones, actually, the starting zones aren't too bad. But you know what? I'm definitely going to be jumping ship once I get out of here. No ghost lands for me. There's better zones to explore. Yeah. So actually, a lot of people who are curious about my Pokemon thing, I actually have the next part made. I know I pretty much said I was done with Let's Plays, so I'm not very proud of the latest one, but it's basically just me redoing the last part because of the crash with a ton of like really bad music. Why am I calling it bad? But just really music that has no place in this type of that type of Let's Play that I just shove in and listen to while I redo the same thing over and over again. It's really bad. I'm not happy with it, and I could just upload it, but tell me whether or not you want me to do that. Well, I've stopped talking. That's not good. Maybe it's just I'm kind of getting tired. It's been an interesting day. I have been putting articles on the blog, and you know what? It's not that great of a blog, but hey, it's a start. Could always be worse. I know people who just, I'm sorry. My funny bone is broken, and it actually doesn't hurt that much. It just impedes me from being funny. It's true. Ask any doctor. That's what breaking your funny bone will do. It'll make you not funny. I'm a scientist. Trust me. I wish I was a scientist. Then I'd find a way to engineer sharks with, like, rhino legs so they could leave the ocean and hunt people on the beach. Once I hit level 5, I'm gonna quit. But hey, it was a fun experience. It was fun in a bun. Or is it really fun on a bun, per se? If it was fun on a bun, wouldn't that actually have to involve being on some sort of condensed piece of baked dough? And that, I'm confident, it is not. Is not. I'm selling my stuff for like copper when I have 100 gold. Thank you, random cow. I'm a pretty little princess. So thank you again for sticking with this through thick and thin. I want to keep doing this because, hey, it just gives me a moment to vent, a moment to chat. And I think that's the best approach I should have. Just record me playing this sometime every night. Give you my thoughts, my feelings, how I was feeling the day. Just give you some insight and... well, that's kind of arrogant to say I'll give you insight. Who am I to enlighten anyone? The volume on this might be a little low. I'll have to put that up. I'm testing the volume to see how it comes out in the final version, but... out of the Burning Crusade starting zones, probably the Blood Elves have the better one, but Draenei are a better race overall. Ooh, we're digging up that old debates. Which are better, Draenei or Blood Elves? You know what? Draenei are better! Their lore is better! They're cooler looking! Their men are more badass! Their women are more just awesome in every way! I can't stress enough how much better Draenei are. So why aren't I playing a Draenei? Starting zone is kind of boring. So is the Blood Elves, but the Blood Elves actually, you know, it's arranged better. Better structure. That does wonders, my friend. Does wonders. Ah, hello, random, broom. Go back to the cupboard where you belong. Killing these wraiths. I feel so bad for them. They got totally wraithed. I'm collecting all the sparkling dust because Puppy Candy's the type to put it on her face as glitter. I'm beautiful. Yes, you are, Puppy Candy. Yes, you are. Externally, not internally. You're rotten to the core. My daddy pays people to say I'm beautiful. That's a father who cares, Puppy Candy. That he's willing to actually go to that length. He really is looking out for your best interests. He's very wealthy. You don't say. Where is your father? Is he somewhere in Silvermoon, doing all kinds of shady magic deals, selling his magical drugs? Because that would be kind of evil. He's in pharmaceuticals. Oh, I see. I see. Medicine. That's a noble job. That's a very noble job. And I'm sorry about the drugs comment, because pharmaceuticals is drugs. But maybe perhaps it can be used for noble purposes, and I'm sincerely sorry that I insulted your father. No, they're drugs. Alright. I took his head. That was really nice of me. Just this dainty, pretty little thing with the headband and the earrings and the lipstick and the cute little Barbie doll. And she just takes off this dude's head, just rips it off, peels it, and just snap all the bones as the spine severs from the rest of the body. Just snap, crunch, 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 crunch as every vertebrae pops loose. I'm good with words, aren't I, guys? Doo-dee-doo. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I have to take one of these two items I have no use for. The more expensive one that I can sell for 2 additional copper I don't need. Wait, am I using my corruption much? I'm not sure. It will help, but the enemies have such low HP. HP? It's weird, I sometimes say HP, sometimes say HP. But I know it really depends on where you're from. The dialect can be different. I don't even know what Canada's right way of saying H is supposed to be. Alrighty. Time to sell this junk. Probably going to be using a... If I do get a profession, it's probably just going to be gathering ones, because there's money in that, and this isn't really something I'm doing because I want a character who's going places, making all sorts of fancy crafting items. It's just not my thing. I actually did play Final Fantasy XIV for a bit. The Realm Reborn, not the horrors of the original. From my experience, it was actually pretty good. There were things I really liked about it. I liked how fights would just start up in the middle of areas you explore. You'd be going through the forest and like, uh-oh, stuff's happening. Everyone gather together to kill these things, and that's fun. WoW really needs something like that. I think that would fix the problem of a lot of leveling zones feeling kind of barren, everyone up to their own business, if they had moments where there were stronger enemies that would spawn in a specific area, and encourage all the players in the zone to go kill them. That would be kind of fun, and give you a reward. A big boost of experience or something. Break the doldrums. Just saying, Blizzard, that's a good idea. But, I really liked it. The music was a little repetitive, but it was good when it needed to be good. One thing I really didn't like, I think Final Fantasy XIV has the absolute worst map system I have ever seen in an MMO. It does not make things clear at all. They need to work on that ASAP. But yeah, I'm considering getting it. I'm not sure on my PC or my PS4, but it's a good looking game. It works well. it still has the problem a lot of MMOs face where environments feel very corridor-like. That's one thing WoW gets really right, is it feels like a world. There's like it's very expansive, lots of places to go, and like a world, an area naturally progresses into another without any loading screens or instancing. It just feels like you walk into a place and you're there. I haven't tried Elder Scrolls Online, but I have a healthy amount of skepticism of that. Has ZeniMax themselves ever made a game, developed something? Like, don't they normally just publish? And I've also heard it is extremely buggy, like even by MMO launch standards. And there's a lot of stuff that makes me worry about the future, like I'm in America, not America, Canada. What am I talking about? See, this is me being tired and caffeine, like driven by caffeine. I don't think. But yeah, I'm in Canada, and our money. You know how much the Ultimate Imperial Edition costs? Like $190, and Bruised, Beaten, and Wet. The fudge? Look at this guild I'm being invited to. Bruised, Beaten, and Wet. What in the name of all things holy do you guys do? I know this is an RP server, but jeez. Bruised, Beaten, and Wet. Join guild. Your guild name scares me. G-Quit. Well, Iceblood Warbrand, less creepy, but go away. So yeah, here we go, Dawning Lane. Falcon Wing Square. I'm afraid to go on the inn, because if you've ever been on Moonguard, that's the place where newbies go to, you know, get their Blood Elf on their Blood Elf. So yeah. Bruised, Beaten, and Wet. But yeah, I'm not that interested in Elder Scrolls Online. But yeah, what I was saying is, Imperials are like one of the major races in the Elder Scrolls universe. They're basically Western European humans. And what really stinks about it is, one of the races is only in the special edition, and it's one of the main races, and it will cost me $190 to play. Now, I probably wouldn't play an Imperial, but here my issue is Bruised, Beaten, and Wet? No, but my issue is paywalls, and I don't like that. And it's a subscription-based MMO, and you have one of the most significant culturally races to the Elder Scrolls universe, and you're putting that behind like $190 special edition exclusive. It might be available later. I'm sure it's temporary. I hope it's temporary. If they're saying it's temporary, it's like in WoW, if they said, hey, you know what? Play WoW, but you know those Hellfire Revenants, I got you before. You know those secondary Alliance and Horde races? Hey, let's take the Night Elves, and let's take the Trolls, and make you have to pay that much money to play them. No, you pay the subscription, you get the full package. Expansions are an exception, but you know what? Those are released long after the game has been released, for like a year or two. At least, hopefully, they don't push them out really fast like EverQuest. And where am I going? Goodbye, guys.